What's going on, guys? Lon here from Android Authority, and Samsung just announced a larger version of the S6 Edge, but is there anything else that makes this phone different from its smaller brother than just the sheer size? Well, that's what we're about to find out in this quick comparison of the S6 Edge Plus versus the S6 Edge. When it comes to the design, both devices sport an identical design language save for the obvious fact that the S6 Edge Plus is the bigger of the two, courtesy of its larger 5.7-inch display compared to the 5.1-inch screen on the S6 Edge. This means that the bigger sibling retains the build quality that was first introduced with the S6 and S6 Edge, featuring a sleek glass and metal unibody design. All these signature Samsung elements are found with both, including the signature home button up front, integrated with a fingerprint scanner, the volume rocker and power button to the left and right respectively, and the heart rate monitor on the back next to the camera, and the headphone jack, micro USB port, and single speaker on the bottom. Of course, the big story with both of these devices are the curved edges along the display that curve into the metal frame. While it allowed for a unique look with the S6 Edge, functionally it was somewhat limited, but that is set to change with the S6 Edge Plus, which should make it a more compelling feature instead of just being aesthetically pleasing. As far as the handling experience is concerned, the much larger S6 Edge Plus obviously doesn't allow for one-handed use as easily as the S6 Edge, but it is easier to hold onto given its slightly thicker profile. The similarities continue here with both devices packing Super AMOLED displays with Quad HD resolutions. The larger 5.7-inch screen results in a slightly lower pixel density when compared to the 5.1-inch screen of the S6 Edge, but with both PPIs well over 500, you aren't going to notice a difference. Both displays offer everything we love about Samsung screens, from deep blacks and saturated colors that pop, to great viewing angles and high brightness. There won't be any complaints with either display, but those of you who love to watch videos, play games, or simply just browse the web will certainly appreciate the additional display real estate available with the Plus. Both feature very similar processing packages with their octa-core Exynos processors, with the Edge Plus coming with an additional gig of RAM. Performance was very impressive with the S6 Edge, and that should hopefully continue with its larger sibling, which might be even better with its 4 GB of RAM. In the short time we spent with the device, everything looked as smooth and fluid as expected. While the S6 Edge was available in 32, 64, and 128 GB versions, the Edge Plus comes with just the first two, 32 and 64 GB. No expandable storage is available with either, leaving power users dependent on getting the higher storage versions and paying the premium that is associated with it. Additional hardware with both devices include the Fingerprint Scanner integrated into the home button, with both being of the touch type variety, which is much faster and more accurate than Samsung's old swipe method. On the battery front, the S6 Edge Plus packs a larger 3000 mAh battery compared to the 2600 mAh unit of the S6 Edge. The battery life of the S6 Edge proved to be just about average, and that might also be the case with the Edge Plus despite its larger battery because of the larger display it has to power. But of course we can't make any judgments till more thorough testing is done. While the batteries are not replaceable, both devices also come with fast charging capabilities and are also compatible with both standards of wireless charging. The S6 Edge Plus comes with the same camera setup as the S6 Edge, with its 16 megapixel rear camera with an aperture of f1.9 and optical image stabilization, as well as a 5 megapixel wide angle lens on the front. The cameras of the S6 and the S6 Edge are widely considered some of the best in the smartphone world right now, and that continues to be the case this time around also, and we can't wait to put this camera through its paces. The S6 Edge Plus is running TouchWiz on top of 5.1.1 Lollipop, while the S6 Edge is currently on 5.0.2, but the experience is for the most part pretty much the same, with the more rounded off squared icons on the S6 Edge Plus being the only notable difference in aesthetics. This toned down version of TouchWiz is one of the reasons for the smooth performance on Samsung's current flagships, and while there is very little bloatware, Samsung did implement a few features to take advantage of the Edge glass, like People Edge, Information Stream, Edge Lighting, and Night Clock. But on the S6 Edge Plus, Samsung took things a little further by allowing user-defined applications to be added to the People Edge, and the People Edge handle can now be relocated to anywhere along the left and right edge to make it easier to reach. Because of the larger screen on the Edge Plus, Samsung also added a triple tap of the home button to shrink the screen to a smaller size for easier one-handed use, something that isn't quite so necessary on the smaller S6 Edge. Outside of a few software tweaks and the physical size difference, the S6 Edge Plus and the S6 Edge are practically the same device, so it's really going to come down to if you want a larger screen or a phone that's easier to use in one hand. Either way, you can't go wrong, but this has been a quick comparison of the S6 Edge Plus and the S6 Edge. Keep it tuned here to Android Authority for more coverage of the S6 Edge, Note 5, and everything else we have coming down the pipe, because we are your source for all things Android.